A few days ago, millions of people around the world were laughing at Britain's heatwave. 30 degrees? That's nothing. Why are British people complaining about the heat? That was the reaction. But then something changed. Temperatures kept climbing, and the jokes started disappearing. Roads began softening. Train services were disrupted. Supermarkets quickly ran out of fans and portable air conditioners. Some stores struggled to keep their refrigeration systems working, while families searched everywhere for anything that could help them survive the nights. Because suddenly, this wasn't just another warm summer. It became a reality check. Britain simply wasn't designed for extreme heat approaching 40 degrees Celsius. The problem isn't that people in the UK hate sunshine. The problem is that many homes were built to keep heat in, air conditioning is still uncommon, and much of the country's infrastructure was created for a much cooler climate. When roads start changing, rail tracks expand, businesses struggle to stay cool, and millions of people are lying awake in homes that feel like ovens, it stops being a joke. It becomes a serious challenge affecting everyday life. So why did this heatwave hit Britain so hard? And why did so many people around the world finally understand what Britons were warning about?
It sticks, but look. Completely melted.
England's not even that hot. They should try living in America for a day. Okay, look at that. Do you know what it is? It is the road surfaces here in England. They are legitimately melting because it is that hot. That is literally the tops of our road. I went for a walk. Half of the road was literally melting. And people want to say that England's not that hot. It is 36 degrees. The roads are melting. Schools are shut. People are not able to go to work because it is that hot. And you want to tell me that we should try living in another country for a while? Honey, do your roads melt? I don't think so. That is literally the surface of our roads melting. And you want to tell me that it's not hot in England? I'm sweating with every fibre of my being right now.
I posted a video yesterday about the UK heatwave and how I'm absolutely too hot. And my comment section, for the first time in about 6 months, was flooded with Americans. Now, I used to be overrun by the Americans in my comment section, and a lot of you were really nice. However, yesterday's comment section is full of, oh my God, you think 30 degrees is hot? You should try come over to Florida. You should try come over to Arizona. You wouldn't survive. Oh my God. Unless you've experienced a UK heatwave, you are not actually eligible to speak upon the topic, because the UK heat is unfathomable. Everyone going, this is why you should have air conditioning. No, you should have air conditioning. 99% of the year it's cold in the UK. We don't need air conditioning. The 1% that is hot enough, my God, do we boil to death. Our houses are built not out of cardboard like you guys over in America. Our houses are built to keep heat in. If you open a window, you're letting more heat in. There is nothing to do to survive a UK heatwave. You just have to do it. And it's painful and it's horrible and it feels like you're living in a constant sauna. My God, is it hot? And I don't even want to hear it because I've seen Americans on my For You page who live in the UK going, oh my God, I used to take the piss out of UK heatwave, but actually now that I've lived it, it's really horrible. So yeah, it's too hot. Don't complain at me and don't tell me I wouldn't survive in another country, because I probably, do you know what? I think I would. I've done Australia, and that wasn't too bad.
And the British people are like, you lot could not handle our freaking weather.
Okay, first of all, Americans trying to do a British accent is the funniest thing possible because they all think they can do it and no one can. Second of all, I'm going to address a couple of things he said in this video. Yes, we have this conversation every single summer, every time we get a heat wave, because our heat waves are unbearable. You said, have you ever been to Florida and you step outside and you suddenly start melting? We step inside and we're melting. Like, have you ever not had access to air conditioning? The closest we have to that is the fridges in the supermarket. Like, genuinely, we will open the doors and stand there for 5 minutes in the supermarket because that's all we get. Like, please, do not come for us for saying you guys don't understand when you don't understand. Our houses, made of brick, made to insulate, made to keep the heat in. We have no AC, we only have fans. Yes, Florida's human as well, I'm sure it's unbearable too, but your houses are built to build an air conditioning unit in your house. Not to mention, I'm sure air conditioning is so much cheaper out there because it's mass produced. Here it is extortionate. Anyway, that is all.
Close all the schools. Cancel all the trains.
Close all your windows and doors.
Actually, no, sorry.
Keep all your windows and doors open. Ventilation.
Tell people to drink water. Do you not think people will be doing that? Yes, but tell them anyway. And tell them to buy fans. Everywhere's sold out. Even curries? Even curries. What about Argos? Try Argos. Sold out. Damn you, Argos. Well, what about aircon then? Tell them to install aircon. Aircon is £4,000 with a 6-week wait time and an extra 500 quid for installation. Balls. We should have thought about this in the winter. Why didn't we think about this in the winter? Well, because we were busy shutting everything down because it was cold. Oh, Simon, Louis and Sharon. Okay, so how about we start making provisions now for the winter so that we're prepared for when it's cold? No, it's too hot for that. But then we'll be in the same situation in the winter. Yes, but at least we'll be cold. Good point. Tell people to wear sun cream. Wear sun cream. Oh, God. You said that. Can't believe I put a suit on to make a stupid video about the heat. That's commitment. Run me a cold bath. Sir, yes sir, Mr. President, sir. How does Australia do this all year round? Get me Australia on the phone now. Australia for you. Hello, this is London.
G'day, mate.
Look, what should we do about this heat?
Look, stop being a pussy, crack open a beer and get on with it, mate.
But this is Great Britain. We like to complain about the weather. Hello? Hello? Oh, my phone's overheated. There's only one thing for it. What's that? To keep making TikToks about the heat. So everyone can say how hot they are in the comments. But it's too hot to make TikToks. No, you're too hot to make TikToks. Stop it.
Why haven't you got the aircon on?
We've got the windows open.
But the air is so hot.
We're gonna get the hot air out of the car first.
Oh my god, my husband has this thing where he's like, we can't put the aircon as soon as we start the car because we have to get the hot air out of the car first. So he runs the air without the aircon. He's like, yeah, I'm just getting rid of the hot air. What are you talking about? The car was built to do its job.
Yeah, but now it'll do it quicker.
No, it's not. It's just, look, the back window is still open. You're just making shit up. I'm suing BP and Shell, I've decided, for my discomfort over the last few weeks. Before people were like, oh, it's so British for you to sit around complaining about the weather. Yeah, all right, it's a sport, it's a hobby, we love it. We can't get enough. I have a permanent Sula. Is that what it's called?
What?
Sula?
What the hell's that?
Sweaty upper lip. What's the A? Sula. Sul? I have a Sul all the time. And if people want to deny that this is climate change, you're crazy. I'm sorry, you're crazy. My mum's a nursery teacher. She's having a hellish time. All the teachers, bless you. Bless you. I don't know how you're doing it. Sitting in that heat with no air conditioning. We got the infrastructure. I know we've got money, so much money in this country. Money coming out the wazoo. So let's do something with it. And let's install aircon everywhere. Also bad for the environment, I'm aware. Is there really a true solution to anything in this world these days? I don't think so. Either way, at least we'll be cool while we think of the solutions to the other problem.
Guys, apparently all the aircons and fans are sold out because that's how hot it is in the UK. So let's go find some. First stop is Argos. Oh, so empty. Air conditioner. No, out of stock and out of stock. What about a fan? Listen, guys, I need a fan. I need anything because I cannot breathe at night. Fan and... You're lying. All out of stock. Everything is literally out of stock. Oh my days. Okay, right, on to the next shop. Next up we have B&M. I hope inside B&M have aircon as well. They have aircon. Oh my gosh, it feels so good. I'm currently just walking around. I wonder where their fans would be. Should I just ask one of the workers? Hi, sorry, how are you? I'm just wondering, do you sell any fans?
They are sold out.
You're joking. Oh my gosh, everyone's selling them out. Moving on to Asda, guys. Asda, you man cannot let me down, okay? Let's go straight to their summer section. Oh, they have so many different barbecue bits, pool things over here. But where are the fans, guys? Where are the fans? Sorry, are there any fans in stock? Really? Make sure you're following for this violation. We are not stopping this hunt until we find a fan.
If anyone wants to know how Alex is coping with the heat wave at the moment, this is him.
Fucking not.
1 fan, 2 fan, 3 fan.
No matter how many fans you have, you need another fan. Worse than Arizona, this. It is. Because in Arizona you got aircon.
Exactly, that's what I've been saying. This is so much worse. Like, you can't escape the heat.
And my bedroom's on top floor, which means it's hotter. So I have to sleep downstairs probably tonight.
Or outside.
Where's everyone else sleeping? In garage? In back garden?
Arizona heat or UK heat?
When we get it, it's worse. Therefore. You can't compare it to Arizona. Because in Arizona, you're fucking prepped for it.
This country is not prepped for any sort of heat.
I reckon rich people have aircon in England and they just don't tell you. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I reckon there's people I know, personally, that have aircon. But when you're out with them in pub and you complain about the heat wave and that, they don't bring it up. I reckon they've been sly and just stuck it in and not said out. Upper class. If anyone wants to write on this video a comment about you having aircon, write it. But I reckon you won't write it, because then everyone else would go, "Oh, you posh twat. Too fucking hot." As your dad would say, TFH. Too fucking hot, motherfucker. You're not even sweating. You're used to it, see? She's not even sweating. Fucking Arizona bird. She's happy now. She's in her happy land. It's me who's having a bad time.
Every chair I sit on, as soon as I get up, there's a puddle of sweat coming up my arsehole. I'm leaving sweaty arse crack marks on everything. It's like a tyre slick or bum juice, right? And obviously I live in a garden shed. This fan, I may as well pay someone £1 an hour to come and whisper on me in my sleep. You taking the fucking mick out of me? What's a load of shit? I ordered one of them Shark Hydro Go fucking Flex Breeze things off eBay, yeah? It was supposed to be dispatched yesterday. It's 7 PM today, still not been dispatched. And I'm thinking, well, I don't want it now, my love. Heat won't be over on Friday. Do you know what's fucked me off and all? I only ordered it from eBay because it was the only place that had a green fan, right? Katerina has then messaged me yesterday. She's gone, "Oh, sorry, darling, we've got no green fans. Can we send you a pink one?" I said, well, no, because I ordered a fucking green one. Why is it in stock? You had 7 available, right? Why is it showing in stock then, love? Hey? So I don't want a fucking pink blood clot fan. I've got a green bedroom, everything green, including my dirty batty hall. Why you have to send me a green fan? Yeah, that's your ass. Sorry, it's got so tropically hot in here, I've turned Caribbean. Right, I'm basically in Jamaica. I've got a Sula. I need to have a shower. This is fucking horrible.
I feel like I'm sitting in an oven. I'm an American in the UK, and today I'm standing in my flat, and it is hotter than hell. I woke up and I felt like I had just taken a shower in sweat, and it's been absolutely miserable inside today. It feels like I'm standing in an oven. Take a look. 28.6 degrees Celsius. For any Americans watching, that is almost 84 degrees Fahrenheit inside. I've said this for a long time. It gets hotter in America. It's more humid where I'm from in America. But the fact that there's not air conditioning everywhere makes it a lot harder to deal with this level of heat. Everyone's got their windows open. I've seen people that are freezing water bottles and holding on to them. People taking multiple cold showers a day. So let me know how you're dealing with the heat here in the UK. What are you doing to stay cold? Because this heat wave sucks inside.
Okay, so for anyone out there who does video editing or works remotely, this heat is absolute. Oh, you son of a bitch.
It's hot. I mean, I've got air conditioning, but some people haven't. If you're one of those people that's like sweltering, you're working, I know it's hard and you can't sleep at night, it's terrible, right? I grew up with no aircon, no central heating, all that. But if you're one of those people, right, remember in 50 years' time, it's going to be a lot worse for the next generation and the generation after that. And it's all our fault. See? They're going to be going, oh, they've banned air conditioning to save the polar bear. We're sweltering in Chiswick. There's no water. The rivers have dried up. And the tap. Drink can of water. If you're watching this 50 years in the future, and buy a bit of that.
British people, we owe you an apology. We're currently going through like our 5th or 6th heat wave of the summer. Before I moved here, I would hear about warning, UK heat wave. It's gonna get up to 80 degrees. And I would laugh. I'd be like, oh my God, that's like our weather in Florida in the winter. These guys are such pussies. Now that I live here, oh my God, we owe you an apology. Most of the homes in the UK are meant to contain heat. If the sun is coming through and it's already hot outside, it's like 10 degrees hotter in your house, right? There's little to no AC in this whole country. The sun here feels way hotter, by the way. I don't know how that's possible, but it does. Here, you do your shopping and you're sweating. I can already hear the comments, well, I'm from Texas, and in Texas, it gets to like 120 degrees. I lived in Florida during the summer. It does not compare, okay? We go from our air-conditioned houses to our high air-conditioned cars to a high air-conditioned Walmart. If ever you've wondered what the actual pits of hell feels like, try waking up hungover in central London during a heat wave. The London Tube feels like an actual sauna. British people, I am sorry if I've ever laughed at you, if I've ever called you a pussy. We owe you an apology.
It's true, British heat really does hit different.
It is well hot.
Might be too hot.
Might be.
Despite sharing the same sun as the rest of the world, heat waves here just feel worse. While Australians and Americans might laugh at us from afar, even they feel the same when they come here and experience it. And there's a couple of reasons why. The first is humidity. One of the main ways we get cool is by sweating. When the water evaporates, it transfers energy away from your body, cooling you down. But the UK is surrounded by water and there's a lot more moisture in the air, making it harder for sweat to evaporate. That's why 30 degrees here can feel almost unbearable, but in a drier climate, perfectly fine. Secondly, Britain isn't designed for the heat. All our buildings are built to keep the heat in, rather than for the few weeks every year when it's actually hot. Most homes don't have aircon because it would be pointless for most of the year. This is of course likely to become more of a problem as our climate continues to get hotter. The Met Office this week warns that 40-degree heat waves like we went through in 2022 will become the norm. It seems there's no escape from the British heat.
I was wrong. So I think, like many other Aussies, when you hear about UK heat waves and like, oh, it's so hot, it's 36 degrees, we're like, pish posh, that's just a normal summer's day back home. But no, it is not, because 36 degrees in London is totally different to 36 degrees in Oz. The heat, the best way I can describe it is when you open the oven door and you just get hit with that waft of hot air. It's like that, but like constantly. And then there's no real relief from the heat. There's no sea breeze. There's not really anywhere that you can go to cool down. And fundamentally, this place is just not equipped or built for heat. As soon as the temperature goes up, the trains don't work, the tube don't work. I've gone to 3 different supermarkets just looking for some frozen mango or ice cream, but all of them, the freezers and the fridges are broken, so you can't even get anything cold. But on the plus side, it's about 8:30 at night, you're walking around through the street, and bar the noise, it is super pleasant. It is super pleasant around this time of the night, and I'm definitely not complaining because I'd rather have the sunshine with a bit of heat than some constant rain, but down would be pretty good as well.
As someone who's known the sun now for 19 years, going on 20, I'm going to give you guys 3 bits of advice for staying cool in this hot weather in the UK. Tip 1, make sure you're sat in the shade. If you didn't know, the sun actually can't reach certain areas which are covered by other things, so sit in areas with a bit of a shadow and you won't get hit by the sun. Tip number 2, make sure you stay hydrated. I've in fact got a glass of water for hydration, and because I'm a bit crazy and it's only 3 o'clock, I've had a bloody Diet Coke as well. Stay hydrated, guys, in this blimmin' heat. And number 3, maybe most importantly, is protective gear. As you can see, because it is triple XP, if you're in an area where it's triple XP, meaning it is 30 degrees or above, then you will need protection, meaning eyewear, hat wear. So if you've got a bald head, whack a hat and you don't want to be getting sunburn. And yeah, guys, just enjoy it. It doesn't come around too often, just enjoy it.
Why is it so hot? I'm so fed up with this heat. I'm literally melting in my room. I'm sorry, I can't deal with this heat. I love the heat, but this is too much. This is way too much. I can't. Nope. I'm fed up with it. There's no air coming into this house right now. No air. It's just sticky heat and it's clinging to me and I hate it. Please go away. I'm fed up with it. I wish it was a bit colder, like not humid. Warm, but not humid. That's what I need. It's too hot.
Supermarket freezers are breaking all over the country due to this extreme heat. So if you go in your supermarket in the next few days and you see all the supermarket shelves are empty, all perished goods, because the heat of those old systems cannot take this sort of heat and keep the fridge cold. you're going to see shortages. We went online today to try and buy ice cream and frozen chicken and stuff for our normal Tesco's delivery, and guess what? You can't buy any frozen food. The Co-op down the road, all their freezers gone. Poof, no stock in there at all. It's in the papers today. You might not have seen the papers because papers are normally just full of mainstream media propaganda, but it's saying that Sainsbury's, Marks and Spencer's, Tesco's and Aldi all have old compressor units that cannot keep food chilled and frozen in these sorts of temperatures. Now, that's the downside. The plus side is, hooray, we got holiday temperatures, guys. We go abroad. We book every year to go on holiday to hot places so that we get this type of weather, and now we got it here in the UK. Let's enjoy it. Let's get out in the evenings. Let's enjoy those long summer's evenings with a cold beer, down by the river, in the park, wherever it is you are. This is a real blessing. Let's not worry, but just be aware, guys. Prepare. Check your fridges and freezers. If you've got freezers in outhouses, they might be struggling in this temperature. So just make sure they've got loads of space behind them. The air can flow. Don't overstack them. But also be prepared that food shortages on certain frozen foods for the next couple of weeks might be something you need to think about. Let me know if your local supermarket has got fridge or freezer problems, and also let me know if you're chilling by the sea having a great time. Take care. See you soon.
I don't know if you guys are paying attention, but this is the longest time it hasn't rained in the UK for 30 years. So it's the longest time it hasn't rained in this century. I'm not sure if you guys are getting rain in like the north of the UK, but where I am in the south, it hasn't rained for like 40 plus days. Like I haven't seen no rain. The thing is, a lot of these TikTok conspiracy theorists, they'll tell you that the government controls the weather. The government does not control the weather. They manipulate it, but they don't control it. So it goes to show you how disconnected from nature we are. And it goes to show you like how much we don't understand the weather anymore. What we're experiencing is called a heat dome and an omega block. So basically, hot air travels from North Africa, Sahara, it drifts towards Europe, and then you have a high pressure system, which is basically like a lid on top of a saucepan that pushes the heat back towards the ground. Basically, heat is trapped in, so hot air and cold air can't come in, because most of the cold air for the UK comes from the north, right? So it comes from Canada, Iceland, Greenland, Scandinavia, and Russia. Cold air's coming in now, so the heat dome's weakening, because a few weeks ago, at night, it was hot, humid, and sticky. And that's because the heat was trapped in and cold air wasn't coming in. This isn't normal weather though, it's just that we've messed up the planet, innit? That's why they're pushing hosepipe bans, innit? Because we use 9.5 billion litres of water a day in the UK. Because of the heat dome, rain can't come in either, so water reservoirs are at a low at the moment, because all of our drinking water comes from the rain. So if there's no rain, then it's not going to fill up the reservoirs, it's not going to fill up the rivers, it's not going to fill up the streams. And some of the streams are even drying out. Saying it's going to rain on August the 4th for like 6 days, but that's not enough to break the drought. You need like a month of rain to break the drought, to like water the nature, water the trees, water the plants. Obviously some plants can survive without water, but you need like a month of rain. You guys think the heat domes in the UK are bad, yeah? Go to India. India have the hottest summers in the world. I was in India a few years ago. Literally, they have heat domes and pollution domes because India is like one of the most polluted countries in the world. And like literally, it was 48 degrees, bruv. I thought I was literally gonna die. I just left like Rajasthan, Jaipur, because that's like desert. And I just went to the north of India, innit? Closer to the Himalayan mountains because it's much cooler up there, innit? It's all biblical prophecy, innit? But most of the masses just don't want to accept that, innit? That's why you're seeing earthquakes. That's why you're seeing floods. That's why you're seeing droughts. It's all biblical prophecy. Do you know what I mean? And it's not the government controlling it, bruv. It's just that we don't take care of the planet anymore, innit? So the planet's had enough. It's rebirthing itself. They're saying the drought will break in like winter or autumn. It's not looking good, you lot, bruv. Do you know what I mean? That's why everyone's using their hose pipes for their gardens, innit? Because they've got no choice, innit? Do you know what I mean? Boy.